Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is part 3 of my living room makeover. We have a complete bright blank slate, and this is how I wanted to start off, just showing you guys images of how the space has changed. I am going to rewind and I'm going to do a quick recap so that you can see what we did in part 1 and part 2 to get to this point. But we're finally at the point where we're putting everything back together. We're going to take this time to catch everyone up that hasn't watched part 1 or part 2, or would just like to quickly, see the full process before we get started with decorating. We're going to do that now. This is a new channel. We are under 30 days. This is actually only our 3rd video, and I just want to thank you so much if you're hearing my voice today. This journey has been amazing. If you're coming over from Daphne's Outdoor Living, thank you so much for coming over. I wanted to start this exclusive indoor channel from the beginning that I could just share all of my indoor projects with you. You guys have been on the journey with me since the end of December on my outdoor channel if you're coming over from there. And I told you I have a whole nother side of myself that I wanted to share with you guys, and that's why I created this channel. So I hope that you have been enjoying the videos. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and also share with any friends and family that might like my content. When you start out on YouTube, you start with a very small base, and the more interaction that you have with your audience, like you, the more that YouTube tries to sample your video to other people that would enjoy it. So I hope that you do enjoy it and that you share it personally, and just give me a thumbs up and introduce yourself in the comments. If you are a design enthusiast like myself, we can chat it up in the comments. So one of the main things that I wanted to address in this space is light. So I wanted to have highlight and also low lights. So we added in these sconces. They're hardwired. We concealed the cords. We have plaster walls here. My home is a 1936 Central Hall Colonial, and we have the toughest of toughest walls. It's plaster with like mesh, concrete. It is built to withstand the test of time. And whenever we do renovations, we always have so much debris that we need to remove whenever we work with the walls. So we try not to do too much of wall breakup. So that's why we opted for the hardwire. I'm sorry, not hardwire. They're hardwired, and we plug them into outlets, and then we just conceal the cord as the option for this space. In part 1, I did say that I was going to add in some recessed lighting, but I opted not to do that and just find other solutions, you know, that would be able to make the space nice and warm. So the first one is adding the sconces. And this is on a dimmer, so we can adjust the light based on the time of day and the mood that we want to be able to, you know, have for the room itself. So we have those lights. We also added in some lights, some lamps that we were using in another area. So I'm just going to give you guys a close-up look of that as well. So I love the shape and the finish of the lamps. They have a nice rectangular linen lampshade. And then I love the modern sculpture-like form of the base. So we're just going to turn these on so we can enjoy the way that it warms up the space. We also added in these up lights as well. They are controlled by our phone, so we can turn them on at any time and set the mood of the space. I'm going to turn these on. We have one back here behind the couch, and we also have one in the front behind that couch as well. And then this is how it also looks over in this corner. I'm going to turn off the lamp light so that you can see how the up lights work. Okay, so you can see that nice warm glow there in the corner. So I have this grouping of 3 pieces that I'm going to be putting on the wall, and I just want to draw in like more of like texture. So this is reminiscent of like old like stamps. So you could use this as like a hand stamp. It was turned into artwork, and it just has beautiful like scroll patterns on it. It looks like some type of bird and little scallops, and it's metal and wood, and it has like a nice distressing look, and I think it will really look beautiful on the walls. The white colors that we put up, this one is a black, and it also has like the same color, creamish color as in the artwork here. So we're just going to space this around on the wall over there and come up. I think this is actually the pattern that I'm going to be using because it will go nicely around the lamp that we already have there. So we're going to head on over and put this on. So I was already looking at like how I was going to be placing the lamp itself, and because this is like a rectangle and the grouping is going to be in 3, so I lined up my nails so that it would perfectly frame out this little section. So we're just going to add in the artwork, and we're going to see how we did. I also wanted to make sure that I played with different shapes and metal finishes. So this is a metal mirror that I picked up at HomeGoods. I love the teardrop shape of it. The fact that it's a different type of metal, it's a bronze, brushed bronze. And I think that it's gonna look really nice against the linen shade and the brushed nickel of the base of this lamp. So I already added my hook, so I'm just going to add it here. We spoke about in my first or second video that we wanted to raise the height of all of our curtains as high as we could and as wide as we could to be able to make everything look a little more large. This is a French door leading to an unused patio that hopefully this fall over on my outdoor channel I will be making over. It will be lovely because it's a beautiful, very close indoor-outdoor living that we'll be able to enjoy a little better. But these are the curtains that I selected. I picked them up at HomeGoods. They are a opaque linen-like fabric, and they look amazing. They give a great contrast against the white walls. Also, the hardware I purchased at IKEA. That's just their beautiful rod. It's a larger, a little more modern rod, and the price was absolutely like a steal compared to purchasing them at a different place. So I really like that, and we put them around not only the door, but we also did it on the other 3 windows in the room, and I just think that it just really pops. So I was debating the type of curtains that I should get, if it should be opaque like this, if it should be semi-transparent sheers, or if I should just not go with black and just do a very safe neutral nude color. And as you can see, I really went for it and I picked the black, and I think that it looks amazing. What do you guys think? Would you have opted for like the black opaque color like in this space? Let me know down in the comments. We can chat it up. I always am shocked at others' interpretation or feeling of a space, like when they're watching a makeover, unfold. So leave me your comments down below. But I am absolutely amazed by how it just like pulls and warms up the space. So what I'm trying to do is set all of the foundation pieces before we start adding in like all the textiles. So one thing that we wanted to make sure that we address in this space is pulling this is a new TV that we had mounted specifically over the fireplace, but we had a smaller TV that was over here on a large, very dark TV console, and we opted to get rid of that in place of our beautiful sofa. And we decided to mount a larger TV here so that the viewing space in the room itself would be a lot better. I'm going to show you how everything just works together. It's a lot more enjoyable to be able to watch the TV and entertain in the space. Even though we haven't had it decorated, we have been in here sitting, watching movies. So we know that we like this viewing space, especially because we're able to redo the fireplace, and it just looks so amazing. So as you can see, this is not the most ideal setup. We're going to try to refine it, but for now, I got a beautiful solution. So let me just show you. So look at the beautiful moment that we have building over here. I think that it is absolutely beautiful. I love the way that the black barrel tables are just balancing on both sides. I love the way that the artwork is breaking up the blank space, the way that the metals are all marrying together. The rug that we recently picked up at HomeGoods, I love that choice as well. And I'm just so pleased with how we were able to transform this section. I'm going to pop up the image of the before so that you can just see it now, the before, and then this beautiful in process, but definitely way more pleasing than what we had previously.
up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
I want to thank you so much for joining me today. My space is nice and warm. It's a beautiful transition from summer to late summer into early fall. The colors are so nice and warm and inviting. And now that we worked on the high and low lights in the room, I feel that the space is flooded with light and I'm able to enjoy this space a lot more than I did in the past. I always felt that the room was a little too dark and cave-like. So with changing the paint over and all of the decor, it really just grounds our beautiful brown sofa that we've had for many years, going on 15 years now. I just love my space and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this series, and you'll come back next week and we'll start on another series. And I think that space is going to be our bedroom upstairs. We're going to completely make over that dark space as well. We're just having so much fun, just totally changing our home into a space that is warm and welcoming and that we can be really proud of it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. So we're just going to take a quick look back at where we began, and then we're going to go into the amazing after. So I hope that you enjoy. If you did, again, if you enjoyed this series, please subscribe. Join me back here next week. I think that I'm going to be uploading twice per week. I'll update you in the next video of what that time will be. But we'll continue with our Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're debating on what the day will be during the week that we add in an additional video. So look out for an announcement. You'll definitely, if you're subscribed, YouTube will notify you when I do release that video. So until the next time, I hope that you have an amazing time just enjoying life, your family, your loved ones. And until the next time, have a blessed day.